Hello! Thank you for tuning in to the Love Reads. I'm going to try something a little new this time around. I'm going to try doing pick-a-reads for each sign in relation to love. I'm going to put out 3 stones. The first time around with that pile, I'm going to do the relationship. Then I'm going to do the single version for the same pile. I'm going to try to give a little bit more diversity. I feel like even though we may share the same sign as someone else, we have different variations about what's going on in our lives. So I want to give more options, more diversity, so that way you can find what pile most resonates with you. Let me know at the end, of course, if this worked or didn't work for you. It's going to be a little different than normal, but let's give it a shot. Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive Oracle, the Angel Answers card, Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Alright, let's go ahead and get these in. Two? Yeah, alright. That's an interesting little layout. Let's see how this works. Alright. This is Leo. That's pile 1, pile 2, and then this will be pile 3. So we'll move these around like that. So there's the rock for pile 1. What do we have? The people who put. And I'm going to do, of course, relationship first, single second. Are these all in? Yes, they are. Okay. Very interesting that the King of Wands is on the other side. Oh, there's a lot of strong energy here. That's for sure. Got 3 court cards, and 2 of them are kings, 1's a queen. These are all equal in my view. So when you're coming into this is relationship. The trust. Come on, stop. Okay, sorry, the cat's coming at me. I feel like the trust between the two of you is good, and I feel you communicating to your partner is good too. You seem to be communicating to your partner what to do, and I feel like when they're coming forward here, you're communicating to your partner, you're trusting your partner to do what you want them to do, but I feel like there's a problem here, because I see that compromise here over on their side. They might change. Sorry about that. Gotta move the cat. He's rolling around on electrical wires, and that's not good. When you communicate to your partner what you would like to have done, or what you expect to be done, I'm getting they're changing things a bit. Now, when this is happening again, I get the trust between the two of you. It seems to go both ways. Like you're trusting them to do what you expect them to do, but they're also trusting that when they make slight changes in their opinion, that's going to be okay with you. I don't get any distrust here. I just get how this is playing out may not be working the best. Now, the thing is, what you wanted to happen, you have plans for in the future. That's the thing. And I know it says a year from now, but down the road at the very least, and you probably know better than this, me telling you, you probably know how far down the road you're expecting things to pan out. Could be next year. You have plans for what you asked from your partner to do, but they're making a compromise where this is going to be a problem. It's getting in the way of your plans. And what I'm getting here from this is that when you finally get here, you might have to try to find a way to make things work out, because what you asked to happen did not play out correctly, and it's causing roadblocks. If this reading is hitting the way I think it is, I feel like you might have to divulge more to your partner what your long-term plans are, even if you prefer it to be a surprise, because if you don't, you're going to hit this roadblock. Because you're asking your partner to do something for you, you're telling your partner this is what I want, and I feel them changing the situation, but the way they change it, they don't think it's a problem. They feel like it's okay for them to do that. They don't feel like anything is off base with that. Like they have this degree of motion that you'll be okay with, but in truth, it's going to cause a problem. The only way I can see you getting around this is if you divulge to your partner your long-term plans. Okay, now let's do the single version of this. Singles, what I'm getting here is like, when this comes in, it seems like you're on the both on the same page. Oh, one moment. I swear, because my cat knows I don't want him playing with that plug. That's exactly what he wants to play with, and he goes right back to it. I don't want to put you in the cage. Do I have to? Don't play with the plug. He says, I will play with what I want to. Here. Here's your ball. There you go. Bye. Okay. So for single, it seems like it starts where you're both on the same page. It doesn't seem like that. See, you both seem to think each other's on the same page. But what I'm getting is what you're saying and what they're doing doesn't seem to be matching, but they seem to think it is. You don't seem to realize that they're going in a different direction either. And I feel them like, to them it's a compromise, but you'll notice it shows up on their side. They're changing the situation. I feel like this person wants to be more of a permanent person in your life. I don't feel you connecting. When you're dating this person or seeing this person, I feel like you're giving it a shot and you're probably pushing it forward that way. Like, let's just see where it goes. But for you, you'll notice there's this open spot. It doesn't go any farther. Them, on the other hand, they want things to go farther. They're feeling if they just move things around a bit, they can get you in their life. When you get farther down the road, like if this is one of those things where it's maybe a casual relationship, they're going to want to do more. You're not going to want to, because I'm getting the King of Pentacles. You already know how you feel. It's very well established. You've gone from let's see where it goes to you know where you stand, and you're not into a relationship with this person is what I'm getting. It causes a problem because I feel like this is a friendship. I don't feel like you want to lose the friendship, but you don't want to make it a relationship, like a romantic relationship like that. So you're going to hit this bump here where it says, okay, now what are we going to do? Now that we're here, does that mean we just go our separate ways, or can we work this out somehow? The compromise is on their side, because they're feeling if they just change a few things that you'll want to be with them. They're seeing it differently than you are. That's a thing here. I'm getting like, you might start off thinking, well, there could be possibilities, but down the road, I feel like it's not working. You're not interested in being in a permanent relationship with them. So if you just see that coming in, I feel like you can deal with it however necessary, and you can put forth the energy to make sure that they're not trying to invest in something that you're not going to invest in. This especially saying you're invested in your plan and in your direction. You're very stable in where you're going, and it's not towards them. There's a split here. There's a split. I don't see you connecting with them. But it could be a problem later, just so you know. All right. That's what we have for that. Let's do the next stone. That's this stone. All right, let's see what we have here. Success on your side, the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles on the other person's side, and Page of Swords over here, where this seems to be all kind of going together. If you go for relationship, which we're going to start with, feels like you're getting along with your partner quite well. I feel like you're overcoming an issue here, overcoming a problem, if I move that down a bit, with the Seven of Wands. Like there's a slight snafu is what it kind of feels like to me. There's like a snag in the system. You easily overcome it. You got success here. But the way you overcome this, your partner is cementing in, like, this is how they want things to go from now on. You might do something in just like, this will work for now type attitude. Your partner's like, no, this is how we're doing it from now on. Be aware of that, because I feel like between the two of you, like, things go on autopilot. Your partner keeps going forward from this moment as if that's going to be a permanent situation. You seem to hold to it, realizing that's what they want. The whole key, I feel, is if you chose this one, Whatever you're doing to solve this snafu, make sure it's something you can live with for a while down the road. Otherwise, it could end up getting under your skin, could end up causing a problem later. Because it seems to go kind of on autopilot. You seem to be perceiving what they're doing and why they're doing it. Like they want to keep this going. They seem to be making sure you stay in line as if this is the new plan, like you've agreed to this. I feel like you're aware of that, but like this may not be something you want to sustain over time. If you just see this going into this, whatever you do to solve this, just keep that in mind. Your partner's going to want to lock this in. That's short and sweet, but that's what we got for that. Let's do the single version now. The person you're coming towards here. See, I feel like there's a successful connection here, a passionate connection that comes in. It feels more like this. This could have recently happened. It does feel like either it happened a while back or it recently happened, one of the two, depending how you're connecting with this. This person, due to the success, they want you in their life. They have cultivated feelings for you. They have very stable, grounded feelings for you. I feel like you're avoiding them, or you're finding a way to kind of push them off, kind of like, no, I don't want to do anything right now. No, I don't feel you connecting with them in a love sense. But I do feel like this is connecting in another way. Like this is causing some type of, I don't want to say controversy, but like you constantly seem to have to be aware of this person. This person's around you in some sense. It may help you just to like come forward that you're not interested, because I feel like you're not completely interested. You might have like a halfway thing, like there's nothing wrong with them, but you're not really looking to be in a relationship right now is what I'm getting. At least not with them. It's just not clicking with you like that. Because I feel like you're both having to like walk around each other. It's almost like this person's looking for their opportunity to be in a relationship with you, and you're just trying to find ways to just work around them so where you don't have to deal with them too much. I don't feel like you want a relationship with this person. I would suggest maybe telling this person, you know what, that's not where you're headed. That you're not looking to be in a relationship with them. Because I feel like they might start moving away from you that way. And I do feel like that's better for you in the long run. Otherwise, you're going to be constantly seeing that they keep looking for their opportunity to come towards you. You constantly have to keep dodging it, is what I'm getting. I don't think this is going to work. I feel like it's just better if you say, you know what, I don't see a relationship with us happening. I'm sorry. I feel like in the long run, that'll be easier for you. Anything else with this? All right, I think that one's good. Let's go on to the last one, the last stone, which is this stone, which I usually refer to as the amethyst egg here. It's flat, but you know, it's got that shape. I don't know if you can see it. All right. You're going to have an open spot too. I forget. Was it Cancer that had that last time? I did that. Yep. Okay. This side makes me feel like you're just kind of going with the flow, but if you know what's going on around you, it may help you just kind of maybe avoid something. This is relationship-wise. We're going to do the relationship first. There's something really good here, something that went really, really well. When I'm connecting to this, though, it doesn't seem like it's coming around this way again. In other words, maybe it was a really good trip, maybe it was a party, maybe you bought a new car or something, maybe you bought it for your partner, something like that. This happened here in the past. Your partner wants this to happen again. This was a one-time deal, though, is the thing. I feel like this is something connected to you. This was a one-time deal. You made this happen. If I could pull this up a little bit. Your partner wants this to happen again. Your partner is taking action to try to get this to happen again. What I'm getting is, for example, let's use money because I feel like that's the best way. Like if they got $100 from you, just for example, they're trying to make it happen again. Judgment's going in their favor. They are getting it to happen again, but instead of $100, it's $10 because that's just what the situation is right now. Whatever it was in the past, it's not as much. It's less than it was before. That's just what's available right now. Technically, judgment goes in their favor. It goes in both your favors. That's what they want. You're able to give it to them. Here you go. Take it. Here's $10. That's what I got. I don't got $100 this time, but I have 10. You can have that. They're not happy. A problem comes between the two of you. It's almost like they get the $10 and they're like, all right, I got that $10. I used that. Where's the next 10? And you're like, there is no other 10. That was it. That's all I had. I can't do more than that this time. A situation happens between the two of you. Because they're expecting what happened before to repeat. It's just it can't repeat this time. The way this is ending is like, I don't feel like this is ending well in the sense of like you're not seeing eye to eye on this. But I feel like this is one of those things where you're kind of learning where this relationship stands. Maybe you got to be a little bit more clear when something random comes around, like why you're able to do it when you're able to do it. Like if I have extra resources or extra time, it could be a time thing. Maybe you had more time in the past than you do now. You just got to make it more clear, like when I have the time or ability to do these things, then I'll do them. But if I don't have that available to me, I can't. Because I feel the devil card happening. I feel this doesn't go well. I feel like this ends kind of rough. And I feel like the no card here is saying you're not seeing eye to eye on this, but over time you might have to keep explaining a little bit more forwardly. Like, you know, when I have things available, I'll do things. But if I don't have it available, I can't. It seems rough. It just seems rough here. Now, if we're going to do this for singles, there's a whole different feel here. I'm getting that something, there was a connection in the past here. It does feel like the past. I mean, it could be recent, but it's past in some respect. You liked this person. You went towards them, and I feel like this was reciprocated. I feel like there's a good past connection, however that's connecting. I feel like you're coming together again, and it's going well. You both seem to be on the same page here. The thing is, and I'm getting you're just kind of going with the flow here, you reconnect, you're both happy with this, but then the other person wants more. However you came together here, they want more. They might even be wanting to move this forward farther than you want them to go. This can be a very sexual card sometimes, a very not about love, but more about physical attraction. It's not about the person, it's about the act type feel. I feel them coming toward you. I don't feel this being really what you want. I don't feel this connecting the way you really want it to. I don't feel you getting the result you want from this. I actually feel like the advice here is to not do this, to walk away from this moment. Because when this person comes towards you, I don't feel like this relationship is going to work out the way you want it to if it does become one. I understand this person is coming towards you, but I just don't feel like you really match. I'm getting like, the way this comes forward, like this person wants you in their life, they feel like you're an asset to their life. There's something they want from you. And I'm not saying there's anything bad about that. I'm just saying it's not connecting in a love sense is what I'm getting at. Sooner or later, this will stop. This will end up in a no. It's probably best to not even go that way. Oops, sorry. My cat is hitting stuff. And that's for this thing. I think we're good there anyway. Alright, so I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.